Donna Nicole is so used to kicking it off that she forgot that she is
Hesitating.
allowing me and Keisha to do it today. So welcome. Thank you for all your participation so far in the chat. And we're going to utilize that chat often. So keep it up and keep your eyes on it. So as Donna Nicole said, my name is Kimberly Bradford, and I'm part of your welcome committee. My main day to day 9 to 5 role is I'm a financial center manager for Fifth Third Bank. And a little bit about me is I'm here in Charlotte. I have 2 kids that keep me very busy with sports. My husband works in Concord and we have a dog. So I'm here for your questions. Pop them into chat and you can always reach out. So Keisha, on to you.
Awesome. Well, ladies, so good to be here today. I'm so happy to be a part of Queen City Women in Business and be an ambassador for them. If you have questions that are not answered today, go ahead and take a screenshot or a picture of this slide right here and just email us at that email address provided. So again, I'm Keisha Pfeiffer. Thank you for coming today. I am a wife, a mother of 6, 3 biological, 3 foster children. I have 2 dogs. I have live plants, and I don't know how I do it really, to be honest with you. And also I'm a realtor with Next Home Rivers Realty in North Carolina. And I have Wiki Wax Candle Studio, which is a private chandler service where I come to you and we make candles, and it's really fun. So that's all about me, I
No,
believe.
no, Keisha, I'm sorry. I have to butt in
Not?
here. No. So
Uh-oh.
Keisha has just introduced a new private line of candles just for coaches, where coaches who have events who are looking for a product compare with Keisha, and they're called confidence candles because they have confident words of affirmation. And she does the white label where the coaches can secure so many candles and utilize them as their own at their events. Thank you, Keisha.
Oh my goodness. Thank you, Don Nicole. That is true. That is true. Everything she said was true. So please reach
Everything.
out to me if you're a coach that wants a confident candle line. Thank you. So today we'll cover the next 8 things that are here, and we're going to be maximizing your member experience, and there's common questions we're going to answer. Your member benefits we're going to go over, and also some success stories because that's also very motivating. We have some awesome success stories. And we will be highlighting a new partner and some opportunities to be a partner. We have some hot topics today, and we have some upcoming events that you guys don't want to miss out. Definitely put on your calendar, and we're going to go over those. And then we're going to do a quick demo of the Queen City Women in Business platform on the website.
And without further ado, someone's going to introduce.
Oh, okay. Well, absolutely. Let me have that honor, please. Okay, so I mentioned all the things that I do. So I stay very busy, but I do not stay as busy as Dawn Nicole. And I don't stay as busy or productive as her. She's the CEO and visionary of Queen City Women in Business. Her name is Dawn Nicole, and she's a force to be reckoned with, y'all. If you have not had the pleasure of meeting her yet, you are in for a treat. And she is truly motivational, inspirational, and she is a go-getter. So without further ado, Dawn Nicole.
Thank you so much. Y'all, can we give it up for our welcome team? Yeah, and they do more. Let me just say, the welcome team does much more than and hopefully I'm sharing my screen, but welcome team does much more than just show up once a month on the welcome call. So behind the scenes, they're taking your meetings. If we find out members have questions beyond this welcome call meeting, Kimberly and Keisha make it a point to meet you and answer your questions. So they do a lot behind the scenes. So thank you, welcome committee. Very grateful for you. So welcome, ladies. We have a full packed agenda. So I'm going to try to get through everything today. My name is Dawn Nicole. And who are we? So first of all, before I jump into who we are, I must acknowledge our newest VIP members who took the time out of their busy schedules, successful schedules like all of us to show up. So we have Dr. Michelle Walker-Davis. I'm just going to give you a nod real fast. Hello, lovely. Dr. Michelle Walker-Davis, ironically, already has a global network. And when I say global, I do mean global, international, of queens, right? Where she talks about, you know, your crown and your queendom. We also have Lisa Klarner. So make sure you connect. As I'm giving you these new names, QCWIBers, these are new people to connect with in new cities and states. Please make sure you do. Dr. Michelle Walker-Davis is the truth and the whole truth. Then we also have Lisa Klarner on the call. And let me tell you, Lisa Klarner came out the gate swinging. As soon as she signed up, she was like, okay, where's the women who do change management? And what about marketing? And what? So she's connected with major opportunities, and she's already doing some great work behind the scenes. I've already given her many of you business consultants and coaches names, just so you know. So make sure you actually use this call to connect to the who's who. Then you have Sammy Worthington, who is award-winning marketing, right? So there's so much talent on this. Do not underestimate the welcome call. All right, now back to business. All right, now y'all see why I do this. I'm a massive connector. All right, so Queen City Women in Business is one of the fastest growing membership-based supplier sourcing and development platforms committed to connecting women to opportunities faster. You all, we have national attention. I'm going to say it again because I feel like when I say this line, people are like, yeah, Dawn's just reading off the page. I'm telling you, like at IS is, we have national outfits who are saying, how are you ladies doing this? How are you creating community like this? How are you all getting along and working together? So we're almost like a case study where the who's who want to know how we're doing this. But here's a fun fact that I would love for you to just know about QCWIB. We didn't start out as a business. We actually started out as 2 signature events not that long ago, ladies. And what happened is through these big events that we still have today, we would bring major corporate partners together, major industry partners together, and all of you lovely ladies, and magic would happen in that room. Each of you, different ones, would walk away with new partners, new opportunities, new contracts, right? And that's when I knew we had a business. So I just want you to know that was the early beginnings. Now, let me talk about you and why you signed up. Each of you are unique and you want something different out of QCWIB. And every single week I get an email that says, Dawn Nicole, how can I maximize my membership? And ladies, it has everything to do with what you want. Okay, so I just want to point that out. It's about what you want. So ladies sign up for usually 4 different reasons. Number 1, we have women who sign up because they simply want to support and partner with other women businesses. Some of them don't even want big corporate contracts. They just want to do B2B right here. If this is you, then you need to maximize the business directory. It is your best friend because we have hundreds of women in that business directory, ladies. And so it's funny because I get text all the time, Dawn Nicole, what's such and such's number? Guess what I say? Did you look in a business directory? Right? Go to the business directory. There's gold in there. I actually met someone who's a non-member who told me in a different city, thank you for having the business directory. I spent 2 hours inviting everyone to a party. I felt so slighted, right? Because our own members aren't using it, and yet you have an outsider that's poaching in a way. So make sure you use the business directory if your goal is to do B2B and get to know who's doing what. But number 2, maybe you join because you just want to network, learn, and build your brand through QCWIB, and you can. You could be a speaker, you could be a presenter, you could be a volunteer, you could be an ambassador, and these are very quick ways to build your brand. Like everyone knows who Miss Angel is now, Angel Taylor, because her husband and she has a business called Soulful Sounds DJ, and you'll see them volunteering at each event, and now we're booking them to DJ and everything else. So grow your network through QCWIB. Or maybe you came in for the overarching reason, right? You actually want to do business with major organizations. So if this is you and you're like, Dawn Nicole, I ain't looking for networking. I'm not looking to do, no offense, I'm really only trying to get with big corporate. If this is you, then you want to join our business matchmaking events and you want to join our master classes. Ladies, every other month, we have a business matchmaking events where we bring real corporate partners to the table. The next one is going to be June 6th, and CLA, who's on the call today, right, will be the key company that's going to talk to you about how to do business with them. And they are international. They are a huge corporation. And so we're going to give them some time in just a moment. So if you're looking to just straight up do business, then your goal is to find out and learn who are the strategic partners, the corporate partners in this community. And then number 4, maybe you're saying, yeah, I want to do business, but I'm not even certified, Dawn Nicole. So I need to get certified to compete for bigger contracts. If that is you, we have a place for you here. And while we don't certify, we have extreme partnerships where we're going to take you through certification. But what you've got to do is you have to get serious. You cannot just stand idly by and talk about what you want without doing the work. And we're here to help you. Check out this slide. Take a picture because this slide is single-handedly responsible for about 15 women, no joke, getting not just one certification, but triple certified. This is the slide that every testimonial points back to where they say, Dawn Nicole, y'all made it so simple. I ran to get certified. So I'm not going to spend a lot of time, but I want you to know if you scan the code and go later, we've now created on our website an all certifications page that breaks it down, that's clickable. That means if you want to get certified in the corporate sector and you want to know what certification bodies, corporate honors, it's right here in the first quadrant. It's quadrant number 1. So don't think certification, think sector. Right? Don't think certification, think sector, lady, because when you think certifications, that's what's been confusing us for years. Instead, think, what sector do I want to start with? Do I want to work with big corporate, Boeing, which needs a lot of help right now, by the way, according to the news, because their airplanes aren't right. So is it Boeing? Is it IBM? Is it Disney? Do you want to work in corporate? If you do, then you're going to focus right here and know that it costs money. So those corporate certifications cost money and they take you 3 to 4 months. But some people start there, and then while they do all the paperwork for there, they move to sector number 2, which is state and local contracting. So if you want to work right there where you live at the state level or city level, then that's what you want. It only takes 20 to 45 days. So while you put in your corporate certification, while you're waiting, go ahead, take all those same documents and apply for the local and county, right? And there's no fee for that. And then finally, federal contracting, which we do have some expertise. Dr. Michelle Walker Davis is one of our experts in the federal space, which is why we're so happy she came on board. But federal contracting can take you anywhere between 9 to 14 months right now. They have a huge pipeline. So this is your strategy. Think about sector. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it, but if you want more information, come to the masterclass. And listen, our results speak for themselves. We have way more women than this who got certified in under 20 days, 30 days, too many to fit on the page, okay? So our strategies work. So make sure you take the picture. Next, let's talk about understanding your membership very quickly, and then we're going to spotlight our partner today. Your membership. Ladies, I'm not going to spend a lot of time on the basic membership, but a lot of people ask us, what's the difference between the basic, the pro, and the VIP? So very simple. When you upgrade to the pro membership, which you can do, Kimberly, can you put the link in the chat while I talk about this on the membership piece? So when you upgrade to pro, some things you get right away is we're going to update your listing fast. We're going to actually give you a matchmaking report to show you over 20 companies who buy your services. I'm going to say that again. So if you're already pro and you're already VIP and you didn't know that you get this, go ahead and reach out to me or Kimberly or Keisha today so you can get your full report to see who buys your products or services. You get that at no charge when you are pro. But what you also get is a great announcement on social media. Look at this. We blast your business out in front of 28,000 followers on LinkedIn, okay? However, what's the difference between pro and VIP? Real quick, right? So here's the difference between pro and VIP. Hold on one second. Looks like I have so pro and VIP. So VIP is also awesome because in addition to us just putting this on social media, we blast you out in the newsletter. Take a look at this. That's Dr. Michelle Davis. That's Rachel Rowe. You are also invited to the masterclass where you can actually ask customized, personalized questions and more. You can also request a warm introduction to partners. You'll never see this if you're a pro, and you'll never see this if you're basic. All right, if you're a basic member. So if you're considering upgrading because you want to really maximize this membership, then reach out to us. Kimberly has put the link in the chat, okay? Now, let's talk about member success stories because I could talk all day about the features, but I want to talk about the power of the outcomes. So you could be like a Dr. Stephanie, who may or may not be on this call today, but not only is she certified with multiple certifications now, but Dr. Stephanie, we just procured her services. So sometime Queen City Women in Business will actually go to you for a contract. So we just offered her a contract to run our QCWIB CARES program, which is a scholarship program. But then Christy Bougia, after the headache journey with the SBA, she just found out and she notified us today that she finally got WOSB approved through the SBA. So congratulations, Christy, because I know the headache you went through. And then Rachel Rowe has secured not one, not two, but she has secured a number of work opportunities through QCWIB. And then Nikia has just won a huge six-figure construction contract, and she's actually going to lead our COP for construction. COPs are coming. Those are communities of practice, and we'll talk more about that at our May welcome call. All right. So seeing is believing, ladies, but we couldn't do it without our esteemed ambassador team. So if we have ambassadors on the call, just go ahead and clap it up. Just let us know that you're here. Kimberly. Oh, Kimberly, you're busy. All right. So thank you to our ambassadors who keep us going. If you're interested in becoming an ambassador for us or for one of the other chapters, you can reach out to me about that. All right. You could also scan the code to learn more about the ambassador team. Now let's talk about our partners, and then we will give some time to CLA, our highlighted partner of today. So as a member, ladies, I really want to tell you this, and I want you to know this. There are 4 types of partners that you should absolutely be taking advantage of. One partner is the type of partner that wants to do business with you. We call those strategic sourcing or supplier diversity partners. These are partners who've pre-agreed to come on board, and if you meet the requirements, they will do business with you. And our strategy is we get that agreement up front. So it's not like we try to shop you just in time. We go for it up front. So who's not on here is we're currently in talks with Lowe's and Walmart, and CLA just got added to this list. So we have a number of companies looking to do business with you. But we also have certification partners, and I want you to pay attention to the screen. We just added Indiana. So because we just moved to the state of Indiana, which I'm so happy about, certification partners are going to be organizations and companies and bodies in all sectors who certify you. So since we don't certify you, we go and make friends with them, and we say, listen, be nice to our members. When you see a QCWIB person come across, answer their call. Answer their email. In fact, give us your link. We'll put it on our page to make life simple. So we do a lot of work behind the scenes to streamline this for you. Okay. But it doesn't stop there, ladies. We also have business resource partners. So Score Charlotte, partner. The Women's Business Center, partner. The Boost Pad, partner. Okay, these are all partners available to you. And then last but not least, we have preferred partners. Preferred partners are big professional industries who are going to offer you the types of services and support that you will need anyway as a woman who's looking to compete at the highest levels. And today, I'm going to turn it over to our newest partner, CLA, Clifton Larson Allen. I'm going to give you the floor. If you like, I can stop sharing so we can see your lovely face and you can talk more about the CLA opportunity with QCWIB.
Thank you, Don Nicole. I think every time I talk to you, I am energized just with all of the exciting things that QC Women in Business has going on. So, hi everyone. My name is Stephanie, and I am a principal at Clifton Larson Allen, and we are excited to become a sponsor of Queen City Women in Business. I'm not going to say partner because for us, in our profession, partner is a legal ownership term, so we say sponsor, but in regards to the relationship that we're looking to have with Queen City Women in Business and also the members, it will be more like boots on the ground helping one another. So we are a professional services firm, and we serve small to mid-sized companies in a variety of ways. And so some of those ways are to help companies tell their financial statement story so that they can convey the message of how they are doing when they are wanting to pitch to an investor or seek a bank loan. We also help them in their business strategy. One of the things that is near and dear to us is for us to understand not only the clients that we serve, but most times, all the times actually, we serve privately held companies. So there are family members. So sometimes you got to understand the family dynamic if that's part of it, or they are business owners like you. And we are very strategic in that we do not want to serve publicly traded companies because we believe that is the small and mid-sized companies that fuel America. It's the foundation of what we were built on. And so in that, while firms our size will close their offices, we are actually expanding our offices because it's important for us to be connected with the community and with the business owners. A couple of ways that we can help to serve the members is we do on a personal side, wealth advisory. So that's your financial planning. Many times you guys are out there, you're growing your business, you're doing what you need to do for your home, but sometimes you're not, or you need guidance on how do you invest the money that you're making? What do you do next? If you want early retirement, what does that actually look like? And let's plan that 5, 10 years before early retirement actually happens. And so we'll build that roadmap for you, and we'll let you know these are the things that you need to focus on. These are the sectors where you can pocket your money, and we'll ask, do you want to pocket it for a long term? What's your risk assessment? Because everyone, the risk is different and things come up. And so it may be, let's pocket it for a short term because in 10 years, I'm going to need it because my kids are going to college or whatever that impact may be. On a business side, we can support in a variety of ways from any type of consulting. So if you think of, I need to source a consultant for a short-term time, we can help find the fractional CFO, controller, even a project manager. If you're wanting a growth plan, I especially do global expansion. So we can start with national expansion too. But that is near and dear to my heart as we see privately held businesses and how to structure their companies so that they can grow. And the last thing is, why did we choose Queen City Women in Business? And so this is very near to me. If you know anything about CLA, we have a female CEO, Jen Leary, and I am based in the Charlotte office. And the Charlotte office is majority female led, which is very not typical for a professional services firm. So one of the things that aligns with how we serve our community, how we serve business owners, and then particularly with the Charlotte office being female led, we want to do business and support female owners. And Queen City Women in Business, you're doing just that. And so for us, it's any way that we can help serve you guys and support you, whether it's becoming one of our vendors for some of the events, or if it's just getting services to make sure that you're making the decisions that are going to help you grow. We are here to help. So I am excited to be a part of the journey.
Thank you. Yeah, this was great. Thank you, Stephanie. We're just going to give you some love, some QCWIB love like we always do, because, we're full of that. Real fast, I know we didn't get to touch on it a lot here because we have a lot to cover. So do reach out to Stephanie, ladies. We have put her information in the chat because in addition to this great partnership, CLA has committed to diverse spend in our community. That means that this year they will be doing business with many of you. So be on the lookout to learn more. Make sure you follow our June business matchmaking event at the Hyatt. And if you want to pull a meeting with Stephanie now to learn more, she's more than willing to take some time with you. So thank you again, Stephanie. Thank you for sharing that. I'm sure you'll hear from many of our ladies. So awesome. Awesome. All right. So thank you, CLA. And we are going to keep going because we have more to share. Thank you. So ladies, now what we're going to do is shift gears a little bit, and we're going to talk about something that I know for a fact no one is telling us in this region, or that we're not talking about it. So as many of you know, I flew all the way to Denver in March with about 5,000 other women in business, and WEBs is what they call them, women business entities at WeBank. And I took away some outcomes that I need to bring back to this community because I fear that there's a gap right now. So one of the things that came up that's a hot topic is ESG. Just by a quick show of hands, who knows what ESG is? ESG, ever heard of it? Just show of hands, your real hand or your Zoom hand, please. Okay. All right. Okay, good. So ESG, big opportunity for this region, ladies. We're not talking about it enough. So your ESG report is essential because I think when we heard the term ESG, so first of all, it stands for environmental, social, and governance criteria. And when you hear this in the news and you hear this on these podcasts and these, right, all of these finance shows, we tend to think, oh, that's not us. That's for the big companies, right? Wrong. I just found out, right? And you'll see ours published right on our front page, that if you ladies want to compete moving forward, if you want to do business with big companies in any of the sectors, right? One of the questions they're going to ask you when it comes to supplier diversity is, what are your ESG goals and are they published? So ESG considerations really involve these companies evaluating us as suppliers based on our environmental impact, our social responsibility, and our governance practices. Now you're saying, what? I have a small mom and pop cookie shop. What business do I need with ESG? If you want to compete, one of the criteria moving forward that they are getting very tight on is you have to show as a small business that you are adhering to ESG criteria. It doesn't matter. And so because this is net new for some, many of you are going to say, well, how do I figure out what ESG looks like in my community, right? Or for my industry? And that's where we're getting ready to roll something out to help you. So again, let me just be clear. When it comes to ESG, these big corporations are only going to seek out and prioritize, ladies, those suppliers who demonstrate commitment to sustainability. Why am I telling you that? Because you're already hearing us teach you, if you want to do business with major corporations, go to their registration portal. Well, guess what? When you go there, there are going to be some questions that ask you, what are your ESG goals? Are they publishable on your website where we can see them? And do you have an ESG report? How's it going? So because we know that this is net new, we here at QCWIB are getting ready to roll out an entire ESG support package where we help you with those ESG goals. We help you figure out what they are, how to track them for your industry, because mine are going to look different from Keisha's, because Keisha has candle making, right? What I do is I source sustainable suppliers. So mine's look different. So if you want to take a peek at what that looks like, go to our website. As the example, we have ours listed on there, and you should have, for a full report, email us. So I just want you to know you're going to hear us talk more about ESG. All right. So that was a hot topic. Also, now we're going to move and shift gears and talk about upcoming events. Ladies, hopefully everyone is on the distribution email to get their monthly events calendar. Is there anyone that could come off mute who's not getting your monthly events calendar so you can see what's happening each month? Is there anyone who hasn't received this? Okay, well then I'm going to keep going. If you have not received this, reach out to Kimberly and Keisha, your welcome committee, and we'll get you hooked up. All right. So here's what's coming next. We are here on April 10th, and every first Monday of the month, you should receive a full events calendar. Why is this important? Because I just told you that the people who lean in get the deals. The people who show up at the virtual events or the community events get opportunities because we start seeing your face. We feel like we can reach out and talk to you. We learn more about you. So take full advantage. Today is the welcome call, but Friday is the masterclass. So if you're a VIP member or you are a pro member, you get to attend Friday's masterclass at 10 a.m. Let me tell you, this is where masterful things happen. On Friday, I'm going to help those ladies. We're going to go deeper on ESG, and they're going to get to ask me, Dawn Nicole, for my industry, what should ESG look like? And we're going to answer their questions. So if you're looking for more of a hands-on approach, if you're looking for more of a touch when it comes to customized questions, pricing, maybe you're rolling out a new springtime offer and you're not sure what to charge. By the way, my phone blows up every day with what to charge. And the women will tell you when I give them a price point, it works. Just ask Dr. Stephanie, right? It works. Okay. So I'm just letting you know we're here for you. And that's what you get when you're VIP in pro. Also, we have the social. Is everybody coming to the social who's local? Dr. Michelle, I'll give you a pass because you're in Philly. So you might not be able to make the sip and paint. And you too, Lisa Klarner, but you could come if you wanted to. So if you're not coming to the social, let me tell you why this is special, because you all might see this and think, it's just a sip and paint. Let me tell you what's actually happening. Anytime we do a social event, we look for a business like yours. We look to see who's our fun businesses. So we found a caterer in our directory. We found Red Rose Vodka, and this is not your granddaddy's vodka. Taylor Red, right, has springtime like strawberry lemon and other irresistible flavors. We also have Dominique Lindsay, who's going to take us through a group guided calligraphy experience of motivation. We have a DJ, so we have tunes. We get to let our hair down. Right. So we're going to have a good time, good food with Sierra, right? One of our QCWIBers. And ladies, once we come together, we're patronizing their business. We're paying them. which is important, right? That we get paid. We don't want to do everything for free. And we're also giving them 5-star reviews. So what a great ecosystem of sustainability. We have a good time and we blow up a woman's business in a good way, right? So if you can make it, come and have a good time with us. We still have seats available. Just scan the QR code. Even if you're not local and you just want to support the experience, you can also, the tickets are like $20-something. So your support goes a long way. And thank you. All right. Finally, speaking of our events, we have 4 types of events, and then I'm going to take 1 or 2 questions. So did you know we have virtual events that happen the same week every single month, so you don't have to like really remember? We have the welcome call, we have the master class, we have monthly talks. By the way, on April 22nd, I don't know how many business coaches, just by a show of hands, how many business coaches and consultants, if you teach, if you have a class, I just want you to come off mute and just let me know. If you teach a course or you do a unique speaking, I just want to hear from you real fast. Who is that? Okay, good. I see Sandy. Who else? If you have a financial course, I see Kimberly. I see Dr. Michelle. Anybody else? Sammy, is that you? Are you saying you? Okay, Sammy. So let me just share this with you. Do you realize that your course can get backing from industry partners? Like, so your course can get backing from industry partners just by getting it accredited. So on April 22nd, we're bringing an accredited body to you to tell you how to get whatever you have accredited in 6 weeks. So I don't know about you, but if you're going to do it for real. Get that thing accredited so that when people take your course, they get PDUs, professional development units. And if your course or your talk or your workshop was accredited, ladies, you can sell it easier to corporate America. I did it. Not only did I do it, I licensed it. And I went beyond that. I actually partnered with industry moguls like Scrum Alliance, like PMI, Project Managers Institute. You know how I did it? Because I was accredited. I also partnered with SHRM and HRCI. I'm not trying to name drop, but I'm just going to say, if you're doing it for real, do it. Right? So we're going to bring them on April 22nd to help you understand how to get that course accredited. And then Kimberly, I'm going to ask you to put that link in the chat if you haven't already. All you do is go to our monthly talks on our website, right, to register. We also have someone who's a doctor who's going to help us understand how to mind our business and our body and soul. So not just keeping your nose out of people's business, but really minding your business. And that's Dr. Adrienne Charleston. But ladies, we also have those community events. So business matchmaking and supplier readiness events. And mark your calendars for August 15th, because we're having our illustrious Hat and Tea exclusive. This is where we get to dress up like queens, big hats, right? Necklaces, beautiful dresses in the summer, drinks, and have a good time with great industry partners. That's August 15th. If you want a vendor booth or you want to get involved, reach out to me. Finally, we have social events like the one we're having this weekend. And with that, I'll take some time for some quick questions. I can take 2 or 3 questions if anyone has any. Any questions or comments?
I don't have a question, but I do have a comment. I just want to tell everyone, welcome, that's new to here, and you are in the right place, because Dawn Nicole is absolutely phenomenal. And I feel like for so long that we've had these people that will tell you, oh, I can help you, and they never did. And she is somebody that will definitely help you grow your business. So thank you, Dawn Nicole.
Oh my gosh, Angel, you just made my stop it. Okay, say it again. Okay, I'm sorry. All right. Awesome. Thank you for that, Angel. And truly, it's because I absolutely love to help. Even before this was my business, this was my mission in life, right? I was the type of friend who would help, the type of peer, sister, whatever you call it. So thank you for that, Angel. I appreciate you saying that. Kimberly, you were going to say something.
I do. I have 2 things. We've had a couple questions, but when it comes to and a couple comments. So when it comes to that matchmaking report, if you haven't received it, definitely just drop that into chat. And me and Keisha were trying to get you guys that haven't gotten it. And then also along with that events calendar, let us know. I also, best advice I can give is always make sure your information is up to date and most current. A lot of times, there could be that spelling or an extra space. So go to the business directory. Also make sure that's correct there. And then when it comes to a question, we have, what's the best way to get a partner on contracts as a sub?
Ooh, that's a masterclass question. That's too long to answer. Here's something I can say. So when you say partner, so we call it subcontractor. So because you know that the word partner is thrown around so much. So what you're referring to is if I have a contract and I want a team or have a subcontractor, what's the best way? So there's a couple of things that we have. The first thing is looking in a business directory, seeing what talent is there. What you all don't know is I actually put in for RFP at the city level, and I submitted a handful of y'all, and y'all never knew it. Like I went to the business directory and I found what I thought were some of the strongest coaches and consultants, and I kind of positioned it that way. So I would say get familiar with the business directory, start to have your eye on strategically who you think makes a good strategic partner for you. That means we service the same audience, but we provide a different slice of the pie to the same audience. That's a good strategic partner. The other thing is I'm going to show you in a second where you can go on QCWIB's website to find people who are available for RFPs. Okay. So, and if you want something more specific, come to masterclass and ask us that question on Friday. We'll give you a deeper strategy. Awesome. Any more, Kimberly? Any more questions?
Not right now.
Awesome. All right. Any comments before we go to the next slide?
I have a comment.
Yes.
So, Nicole,
Yeah.
I love it. I'm taking down your quotes. They are so impactful. If you are doing it for real, then do it.
Yes. There you go. Come on, Dr. Michelle. Yes. Do it for right, ladies, because all too often we just kind of do it simply. Let's actually do it like we mean it, right? With purpose. And that's why we are saying if you're already speaking, if you're already running this workshop, if you're already doing this thing, why not do it with the highest and best intent in mind? Really get all from it. So excellent. Okay, so moving on, because I know that I got to give you all a quick demonstration. Ladies, let me just tell you how important the business directory is. And I feel like I say this all the time. So it is so important to go to the business directory often and ask yourself, has anything changed? Did I get a new certification? Did I list it there? Is there something new and better and sharper that I want to say? Let me share why this is important. What you don't know is when I don't have you around, right? I'm sort of selling you in rooms you're not in. And I'm using this business directory as my gold mine. And so all I have is what you've said. And so, for example, let me give you a real example. When Lisa Klarner came to me about 2 weeks ago, and she said, Dawn Nicole, quick, do you have anyone in change management? Right, Lisa? It was kind of like we were moving fast. And I was like, oh my God, well, I don't have a change management tab per se, but what you don't know about our directory is if you just type in change management search, it picks up keywords. What that means is if you don't have change management in your description, I didn't present you to Lisa. So those of you who only gave me 3 words to describe your business, you want to think again. This is where it all starts. This is where partners go to find you. This is where we go to source you and to negotiate deals when you're not in the room. Make sure it's up to date. Make sure that if you have something new, you add it. And then the other thing that's coming, and I know you all are not going to like this, but in the summer, we're going to do a sweep where you're probably only going to be able to have 1 business listed for 1 membership, because we need to know which one do you want us to prioritize. All right. So I just want you to know that's coming. All right. Any questions about the business directory? And then I'm getting ready to give you a demo. Any questions on the business directory? Because some people ask, well, I do 30 things. What should I list? Right. So y'all good? No questions? Okay. All right. Let's move to the demo. All right. Okay. So the things that I'm going to demonstrate today, and I should have worn my glasses. So here's what I'm going to demonstrate. I'm going to start by actually going to the business directory. Can you all still see my screen? Yes?
Yeah.
We can.
I'm going to make it a little bigger. All right. So ladies, this is your gold. I'm going to click on business directory. This is the gold. This is what's allowing me to negotiate right now for the Super Bowl. Let me just be frank. This is what's allowing me to negotiate for Golf PGA, because I'm thinking, why can't some of our women support the Super Bowl in New Orleans, right? This is how we're thinking. But if your stuff isn't up to date, I can't represent you correctly. So the first thing I do is you can already see who I've been searching for. But if I just do change management, you see that that's not a category, but But if I go there and I hit find listings, this is also a simple search. So it picks up anyone who has this in their in their description. So make sure your description is up to date. That's the first thing. The other thing that I would say in Business Directory is you can see that these are categories. So let me just kind of share with you. Let's say that I'm going to go into concession stands. So this is a category, right? And I'm saying this because a lot of people aren't clear on how to search. This is giving me all of my category listings under concessions, food and beverage, right? But it doesn't stop there. If there were more listings, there'd be a next tab. So I just want you to know that the first screen you see, you can go deeper and search deeper. But just realize when you see this view, this is a category view. So sometimes I send a whole category view to a potential partner. But then let's say that I actually want to choose a family affair. Once I click on them, this is your unique URL. You know how many of our events will say, give us your unique URL, and you all will say, I don't know where to find it. This is how you find it. It's your page level URL, okay? So I just want you to know that that's how you get to that. One more thing that I'm just going to show you and that I'm going to move around. You can view all listings, you can manage listings, you can add a listing. So some people will sometimes ask me, where do I go to add my listing? You simply add it literally by clicking add listing, okay? So I just want you to know that. The other thing you may not know, if you're not VIP, you will never see this. See that right there where it says request a warm introduction? They're killing it. The VIP people are able to click this link and they can meet anybody they want. We can't turn down an introduction. So here's what they're actually asking. They're saying, hey, Dawn Nicole, I know I could just reach out to Stephanie at CLA, but could you do me a solid? Could you actually introduce me? So I'm going to put my name, I'm going to put my email and my company. I'm going to actually say partner, right? And then I'm going to include what I want to talk about and you do the work. They hit a button, our team gets this and we facilitate a warm introduction. So many people are using this and they're winning. This is best used right before an event. Y'all know those events? One of your strategies should be the pro touch. That means the proactive touch before you get to the event. So you're only going to see this if you're VIP. The second thing I want to show you is we've now upgraded our partners. So if you go to our partners page, you can actually find all of our partners here. And if you literally, and they're broken down, let me be clear, these will show you our supplier strategy partners. These are partners who've agreed to do business with you all. So let's say you want to actually have a talk with them. You're just going to click on CLA. It takes you right to their site. Okay, so that has been updated. The other thing that's important for you all to know is remember how we talked about applying for certifications? If you click apply for certs, this is a new page. This will allow you to apply for any certification in any sector. Look at that. Corporations, local and state North Carolina, local and state, local airports, do business with transportation, federal. It's all right here. Ladies, it even tells you who to reach out to if you have a question. We did that for you. Okay. Lastly, let's talk about groups. Every single Monday, you all are able to post. Now, truthfully, you can post anytime, but Monday is the designated day that we have all eyes in the groups and in the community. So here's the 3 levels of posting. You've got community feed, VIP, and pro, right? If you're VIP or pro, you have 3 levels of posting that our basic members don't have. So if you are the type of person that you want to get the word out quickly, then you can go to VIP. And here's when you post in the VIP group, it actually push notification to everyone. You don't get that in the community. Did y'all know that? That if you post here, it pushes to all VIP members. Okay, so I just wanted you to know where to post and what that looks like. I think that's pretty much everything. If you ever want to see photos of yourself, go to Signature Events, click on Event Photos, and many of you can find photos that you can use. By the way, you have permission to use these photos. So if you find a photo of yourself, that's one of the give backs. They're all right here, ladies. This is a picture of the pictures of the breakfast we just had. And then the hat and tea is coming up in August. From last year, you can see all the hat and tea. See that? Our events are huge. What questions do you have? So let me open it up to you. What else do you need to know on the platform? What questions does anyone have?
I have a question. I'm trying to find the raise the hand.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah. Okay. When it comes to adding a listing, I was updating my directory and it kept going to blank listings. And I did
Mhm.
it once, and evidently it didn't save, and then I did it again. Are you saying that we can have multiple listings, or is there just one listing?
So we went back and forth with this, to be honest with you. And I think initially we said, okay, you can have up to 2 listings. But what we found is the capacity of our team can only handle one member, because a member equals a business that we're representing. So if we have one member and someone has us representing 2 or 3 of their businesses, that's not the best use of our time. So we're getting ready. So I'm unofficially telling you what's coming. It's getting ready to be one member, one business, so that we can fully represent you and focus. And we found the reason why people do that is some people are confused on what they want to do. So we ask people, what is the business you want us to promote and focus on this season? This season. So that's what I would say. So one listing, one business is what's coming.
Thank you, Dawn Nicole.
You're welcome. You're welcome. What other questions do you ladies have? Or have I explained myself so masterfully that there are no questions?
Well,
Awesome.
Don Nicole, I think you've done a master job at it because it's been the quietest chat we've ever had.
Yes.
However, something that always gets asked that may have just slipped your mind again was kind of through that business directory and being able to edit. When you go in, there is an edit button in there just to make sure, again, that your information is the most up to date and the most accurate. Also, I've been putting in the chat lots of links, guys, but I'm going to add another one again about the upgrade. I know I've put in there a couple times. However, it is something that all of us get lots of questions about. So I'll drop it in there again, but know that that picture that you took at the beginning of that welcome slide is something that utilize that. That way we can reach out to you also.
Awesome. And actually, since you did ask, one thing I do want to say to everyone who's still on the call, and I'll be quick. So I usually don't tell the companies I'm in the process of sort of dating to bring them in, but we're having great conversations with Walmart. And Walmart and Lowe's are very interested in knowing who are the product suppliers, who's in retail. So ladies, if you can see my screen, am I sharing my screen again? I wanted to just demonstrate. Okay, so here's my listing so that I don't expose anyone's personal information, right? So we're actually listed in here, smart. But if you notice, we've updated it. So if I go and I hit edit, I can now go back and say, okay, yep, this is still me, next. But there should be, I didn't test this ahead of time, but there should be now a Dropbox that talks about if I am a product supplier. So look at this, ladies. That's why I'm telling you, go back often. So now I'm going to hit service because I'm not a product supplier, but this is important because as we do business with Walmart, they already said to us, we want women who do candles, bed sheets for kids clothing, purses. So I have to be able to give them the demographic of whose product versus whose service. And some of you are going to be like, oh, I've got both. Which one is your primary, right? Do you primarily identify as a product supplier or service supplier? So go in and update that because they're looking. You'll also see that we had to add ethnicity, even though no one sees this. So we had to legally put this clause on here that it's not visible, it's not public knowledge, but it is for census data that we have to report, right? What's the demographic? So there are some new add-ons. And then when we hit next, as you can see, choose file, don't do anything with that. We're playing around with the idea of you all adding photos, not yet, that's coming later. And so then I can hit complete listing. And now it goes to an approval process where my wonderful EA, my executive assistant, I don't think she's on here anymore, helps us to approve these. So that's how simple it is to edit. And I would say go often to see what's changing. All right. Any questions on that?
I don't have a question, but I do have a comment.
Yes.
And that is, I probably wasn't approved, which is why my directory never showed up. So I kept filling it out. So your team may have a little bit of a quagmire with me.
Okay. Yes. No, thank you for that. Let me see. Cherie, do you happen to be on here by chance? I wanted to introduce her as well. She may have jumped on and jumped off, but we'll look into that.
Hi, I'm on here.
Oh, hey, Cherie. So y'all say hi to Cherie. I haven't had time to properly introduce her. She's our new VA, EA, helping us help you be great. So, yeah,
Hi, Cherie.
yeah,
Hi, everyone.
yeah. Hi, Cherie. Hey, Cherie. All right. So we'll look into that, Dr. Michelle, for sure. All right.
Thank you.
Awesome. So ladies, that is all that I have today. I think this is the fastest we've ever wrapped the welcome call. We've been actually working because we always go over. So we may have even rushed it a little. But are there any further comments or questions? And what's the next goal? I just want to know, coming out of this, what are you looking to do next? Can we just close out by hearing what's next for some of you? Like Crystal Newkirk, she just got her WeBank certification and she got her CVMSDC. Right, Crystal Newkirk? So we're celebrating you today. What's next, though, for some of you? I just want to hear what's next. Anyone care to share what's next on the pipeline for you, on the agenda?
Well, if no one else is talking, I'm going to talk.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, everybody, but this is a great time, a great moment for each and every one of us. I don't even think we realize how important this is. But what's next for me is getting all the certifications. I'm like the hairdresser that's so busy that they never had time to do their hair, right? And so now I'm going to do, what's the quote here? If you are doing it for real, then do it.
Yeah. I love that. I love her energy. Don't y'all just love it? Oh my goodness. Thank you for sharing. Stephanie, I saw you come off mute. What's next for you? And then Sammy. Yes.
Yeah, so what's next for me is to get engaged with the members of Queen City Women in Business. So I signed up for the Paint and Sip, and I want to learn about the different businesses and what you do, how you serve your clients, because we meet people all over and we work with many clients. And one of the things that we do is when it's a right fit, we love connecting people. So that's my next agenda.
I love it. We're going to let Sammy go, and then I'm going to read what Lisa said. Sammy, what's next for you?
Hey guys. So what's next kind of goes with Stephanie there is I just joined this group in January, and let me tell you guys, it has been a wild ride so far. When Dawn Nicole says show up, show up. I've had the privilege to be able to show up to a handful of events already that are our Queen City events, also partnered with Queen City, and so that's been a lot of fun, meeting different people and get networking and just like she said, show up. You show up, you sit at the table, you're gonna get connections. So it's been awesome.
I love it. Thank you, Sammy, for sharing. And then Lisa Klarner, did you want to? So Lisa, it looks like you said finalizing a curriculum to educate people on change management. Oh, from a practical viewpoint, focusing on IT. Oh, Lisa, listen, we love it. We support you. If you need anyone, you've got so many women who can't wait to be your pilot team tester, focus group, whatever you need. Did you want to speak on that real fast, Lisa?
Yeah, it's just a exciting update that's coming from, and when you talked about the accreditation, I'm like, that's probably what I should be doing with that really is make it more. And I think in the future, I have something else that maybe would be interesting for the wider group, which is called Choosing and Loving You. And so it's more of an inspirational, positive type of presentation just to help us remind each other to take care of ourselves and self-care, things like that. So a few exciting things on the horizon.
I love it. Thank you so much for sharing that, Lisa. Thank you. And then Crystal, did you want to share? And then I see Angel. So Crystal says, I'm sorry, Crystal, did you want me to read it or you want to just say it?
I'll be happy to share.
Yes.
Hello, everyone. So yes, a couple of things that are my focus now that I've received those 2 certifications. And as Dawn Nicole mentioned, finding which sector you want to focus on. So my focus is the corporate sector. And so number 1, receiving my matchmaking report. So looking forward to that. But number 2 is that working with my my VAEA, Michaela Duffy, she's on the call today. Shout out to Michaela, so that we can target the corporate partners and start to the corporate partners within Queen City Women in Business, but also the ones that I know that I want to work with as well. And updating my capability statement with my 2 new certs and beginning that outreach. Thank you.
And updating your listing with your 2 new certs.
Oh,
too,
yes.
Crystal.
Yes. Thank you very much. I did write that down.